Hello everyone, welcome to all. In this session, we are going to discuss about the dharma shastras. Okay, in which dharma shastras, what does it mean by? Suppose whenever the material uh, has the ability to expand whenever it's experienced by some heat. Okay, some whenever the material exposed to sun, whenever the material exposed to the whatever the temperature, so it has the ability to expand its length, expands its dimensions. Okay, so this is the phenomena, we can call it as a temperature stresses. So temperature stress is nothing but the due to the temperature the stresses are induced within the body. Okay, like this one. Okay, suppose I have a material like this one. So whenever this material has exposed to certain temperature, due to certain temperature, the material possesses some kind of internal stresses, internal resistance, in order to what is the changes which is caused to the particular body. Okay, so material has the ability to resist the forces. Okay, uh, what are the forces which is acted, imposed upon the particular body, which is temperature stresses. Okay, suppose the in case of temperature stresses, every material expands, the material rises and contracts when the temperature falls. The change in length due to change in temperature is given by the equation. Okay, delta L equals to L alpha T. This is the first equation we have, whereas the L is the length of the bar and T is the temperature change, and alpha is the coefficient of linear expansion. So suppose whatever it may be, in case of temperature stresses, suppose in case of whenever the applied the load on a constant cross section like this one, so here the delta L will be the PL by AE. Okay, so if in case of temperature stress, the delta L is equals to L alpha T. Okay, L is the nothing but the length of the bar and T is the temperature change. So temperature change is suppose initial 25 degrees centigrade. So after giving some amount of heat, the temperature reaches to 100 degrees centigrade. So it is the delta T is the temperature change. Temperature change is 100 minus 25. So remaining 75 degrees is the temperature change, and then alpha is the coefficient of linear expansion. Okay, so which is depending upon which is variable, so it is depending upon the materials. Okay, suppose for example steel, it has a constant coefficient of thermal expansion is alpha is equals to 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. So if in case of cast iron, the value will be the 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Okay, so depending upon the material, the coefficient of expansion also getting variable. Okay, so if the expansion or contraction due to change in temperature are permitted freely, no stresses are developed within the bar. Okay, if what he has, what he said that. So if I suppose the we have a bar, we have a bar having a length of L, and whenever it is exposed to temperature, it has a ability to expand its dimensions. Suppose if there is no any restraint. Okay, there is no restraint for the this elongation. There will be in that certain cases there will be no stresses induced within the body. Okay, when the stresses are induced within the body, whenever the some abstraction is there for their elongation. Okay, suppose this is in we can show at the diagram also. So in this diagram, so we obtain we just to keep one more fixed here, one more fixed plate here. Okay, so in order to arrest this resistance, arrest this elongation. So in order to arrest this elongation, we just kept a one constant plate is there, one fixed plate is here. Okay, suppose whenever the material exposed to some kind of sources, heat sources like the heat, whenever apply the heat, so it has no possibility to expand its length. Okay, why? Because the both the ends are getting closed. Okay, they are just kept as a fixed. So uh, it, so the elongation has been arrested. In that cases, in the particular situation, the stresses are induced within the body. Okay, the stresses are induced within the body. Okay, and these stresses we can call it as a temperature stress. We need to calculate the temperature stresses. Okay, so where it has applicable for, in case of railway tracks, suppose in case of railway tracks, for every track there will be a some space has been provided. So you know what will be it cost. So what does it changes? Because in the in a summer situation, so the material has getting some getting some amount of heat. So after absorbing the heat, the material will has a possibility to expand its length. Okay, expand its length. So in order to expand this length, so we just allow this expansion. That's why reason we just to provide here some gap is there for every rail. We have a some gap here. Okay, if in case of 4 mm or 5 mm, 5 millimeters. Okay, so why? Because if we, what will changes? What happened if the space has not provided in between the two rails? So what will causes it? It causes to, so whenever whenever there is no possible to expand its length, definitely it will be the temperature stressor will induced within the body, so which leads to failure of the material. Okay, why? Because so it has so much of pressure inside at the basic of molecular level. Okay, in the, while you see in the macroscopic point of view, so the temperature stressors developed within the body has been some random which brings this random motion of molecules at the molecular level. Okay, so which leads to the particular body getting failure. Okay, so in order to prevent the failure, we just provide some space here to allow the expansion. Okay, so which is called it as a in this case the whatever the amount of we need to allow. So in this subject, in the mechanics of soils, we are going to discuss, we are going to learn about the, so how much distance we need to provide for every material. So the ability of a coefficient thermal expansion is variable for temperature to suppose material to material. Okay, so we need to provide some elevation. So in this subject, how much elevation we need to provide in order to the particular subject has been broken. Okay, prevent the broken failure. Okay, suppose compression ratio, compression strain is equals to delta L by L. So what is the delta L equals to L alpha delta T. Okay, so here the strain is nothing but the change in length to original length. Here the change in length will be the L alpha delta T. So what is the change in length? Is directly proportional to the coefficient of expansion of the particular material or temperature, depending upon the temperature, as well as the length of the bar. Yes, obviously the coefficient of expansion is depending upon this, directly proportional to the length of the bar. Okay, length of the bar is nothing but if it is 10 centimeters, it has the ability to expand 1 centimeter extra whenever the material getting exposed to material heat. So whenever the material has 1 meter, it has the ability to expand its length as a 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. Okay, so it's depending upon the length only. Okay, so L alpha delta T. In this situation, alpha only is the constant. Why? Because this is a different fixed for every material. Okay, we have a fixed value for every material. Okay, for suppose steel, it has this value. For the cast iron, it has like this one, stainless steel bonds. So among all those, so if in case aluminum has a highest rate of expansion, highest rate of expansion is nothing but the 22.5 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree centigrade is nothing but the, so here it is the per degree centigrade. If you provide the per degree centigrade temperature range, it will be leads to 22.5 into 10 to the power 6 mm. Okay, so this amount of elongation will be happen whenever we provide the 1 degree centigrade only, not only 10 degree centigrade, only one just apply 1 degree centigrade here. Okay, so is the temperature stress obviously is equals to the compression strain equals to delta L by L. So delta L is nothing but the L alpha T. So L is the original length. So the strain will be the alpha into T. So as per the Hooke's law is nothing but the at the up to the elastic limit, the stress is directly proportional to strain. Okay. So in order to remove the proportionality, we just obtain here, we just maintain some constant here, elastic constant here. So elastic constant is nothing but the here A is equals to Young's modulus. Stress is directly proportional to strain. So E into strain. So stress is equals to E into alpha into T. Strain is nothing but the alpha into T. Okay. Here, compressive load extended by the end clamp. So W equals to A E alpha T. Okay. A E alpha T. Compressive load extended by the end clamp. Okay. So what is the compressive load extended by this end clamp? Temperature stress when the yield is permitted. Okay. Suppose temperature stress when the yield is permitted. Yield is nothing but the heat has a when we provide some space, when we provide some space to the material to allow its expansion, that kind of situation we just consider it as a yield. Whenever the yield is permitted, the stretches, the total elongation will be the L alpha T minus delta. Okay. Actually, suppose in case of actually whenever the if you not supported the any fixed point, if any fixed plate, so whenever the material is getting heat from external sources, so it has an ability to expand its dimensions. Why? Because some temperature. Why? Because of temperature. Or what amount of expansion it has? Delta L equals to L alpha T. Okay. Delta L equals to L alpha T. Suppose if you this is the for the default situation. Okay. For the default situation, suppose if you provide the suppose here consider here. So if you the delta L equals to L alpha T is nothing but you just consider it as a 15 centimeters. Okay. 15 centimeters, this has an ability to expand its length. So here what will happen if you provide only 10 centimeters? If you provide only 10 centimeters, okay, if you only provide 10 centimeters, so and later the 5 centimeters 5 centimeters of expansion has been permitted. So what should we do? So due to permission, due to the restraint of 5 centimeters, it has some material that possesses some kind of stresses within the body, and these stresses are called it as a temperature stresses. Okay. So what will happen? So up to now we have discussed about three concepts. First concept is whether the material is exposed to freely. We don't want to arrest his expansion. First condition. Okay. Here, like this one, the material has a allowed to free is a free expansion whenever the particular body is subjected to heat. Okay. So if in case of second case, if in case of second case, so what will happen? We just arrest the material, arrest the is a change in length. Okay. What will happen if you arrest the change in length? If in case of in this situation, we just apply one more apply a fixed plate to another end. Okay. So in order to arrest the elongation. So in the third case, so the material, as usually, the material has the ability to expand its length. Okay. But we just allow some part of the elongation only. Suppose we just apply, suppose it has the ability to it has an ability to so expand 10 centimeters, so 15 centimeters. Actually 15 centimeters, it has a elongation of 50 centimeters, but in the practical situation we just provide up to the 10 centimeters only. So we just arrest the remaining 5 centimeters. Okay, what will happen? So here up to three conditions here. First condition is the whenever the body is allowed to free expansion. Okay, it's free expansion. We don't want to arrest the, we don't want to restrict the change in length. Okay, and in the second case, what will happen if the material getting arrested, its dimensions getting arrested is nothing but the, we just to kept one more plate here, one more fixed plate here. So in order to suppose in this situation, the material has no possibility to expand its dimensions. Okay. Okay. So here this is the second condition. And the third condition is some partial, we just provided some partial space, not only full-fledged space. Okay. We just provided some partial space. Suppose in case of a beam, 50, it has the ability to 50 centimeters, but you just provide here 10 centimeters only. Okay, we just arresting the remaining 5 centimeters only. So in that situation, what will happen? We will just go for the in this lesson. We will learn about the what will happen. So we are go for the some basic problems regarding to these three concepts, and then later we just finalize the which one is the better, to which condition the stress distribution of the higher. Okay. So here the value will be the temperature stress equals to E into alpha T. As usually, compressive load extended by end clamp equals to W is into A E alpha T. Compressive load is nothing but the compressive stress extended by end clamp. Okay. Compressive stress is nothing but the W equals to A E alpha T. Okay. There is nothing but the stress, compressive load, not the complete stress. Load by area. Stress is load by area. Just okay. And in this situation, some whenever you provided some partial space, the effective compression equals to delta L equals to L alpha T minus delta. Okay. Actually, delta L equals to in that situation, whenever you apply some partial space, the change in length will be the difference between the original length minus what are the space we have provided to the particular body. Okay. So original length is equals to L alpha delta T. L alpha T. Okay. Original change in length. Okay. But whenever we provide the partial space, the change in length will be the here. Okay. Partial space is 10 centimeters. Okay. Here. Then small e equals to change in length by original length. As usual, no? Delta L equals to, sorry. Delta L equals to, no, sorry. Delta L by L equals to strain. Okay. So delta L equals to L alpha T minus delta by just dividing the L with the entire fraction. So the L will getting cancelled. So del alpha T minus delta L by L, the equation for the strain. If in case of stress equation, you just multiplying multiplying with the E. Why? Because stress equals to Young's modulus equals to stress by strain. So obviously the stress equals to Young's modulus into strain. Okay. These are the formulas we have. Okay. For delta L equals to L alpha delta T, L alpha T. T is nothing but the temperature change, delta T. We can call it as a delta T. And if in case of E equals to delta L alpha T by L. Okay, L getting cancelled. So in case of E equals to alpha into T. So obviously the stress will be the E into alpha into T. Okay. These are the formulas we have. Up to now, these three formulas. By using these three formulas, we goes through the problems. Okay. So here, go for the problems. A steel rod of 2 meters long is fixed rigidly at the ends. Okay, and heated through a temperature of 100 degrees centigrade. Find the stress induced in the rod. And alpha is equals to 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree centigrade, and ES is the 2 into 10 to the power Newton per mm square. Find the expansion prevented. So the length of the rod equals to 2 meters. The 2000 mm. increase in temperature T equals to 100 degrees centigrade. The coefficient of linear expansion equals to, it has given in the data. What are the given? What are the data we have in the problem? We have a length, and we have a temperature, and we have a alpha as coefficient of thermal expansion, as well as we have a Young's modulus of this particular rod, steel rod, 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, find the expansion prevent. We need to calculate the change in length. Okay, we need to calculate the change in length. So here the length of the rod we have given, an increase in temperature equals to 100 degrees centigrade. The coefficient of linear expansion will be the 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade, and ES is equals to 2 into 10 to the power of Newton per mm square. So the what are the formula in this situation in case of temperature stress concepts? Delta L equals to L alpha T, as usual, as we discussed earlier. Okay, L equals 2000, alpha equals to 2 into 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6, and T equals to temperature change. Okay, is heated through a temperature of 100 degrees centigrade, has given in the data. Okay, so the delta L equals to 2.4 mm. So the obviously the strain equals to change in length by original length. So 2.4 by 2000 meters. Okay, 2000. So the value will be the 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Okay, it has no units. Why? Because the change in length is the units of change in length will be the meters or mm's, and the units of the length will be also meters or mm's. So in this situation, the both units are getting cancelled. That's why the strain has no units. We can't represent some particular amount of strain in the particular units. Okay, we can't do that one. So we just mention the strain as the some digital format only. We don't apply the some units format. Okay, so here the stress induced equals to sigma equals to strain into ES. So 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 is multiplied by 2 into 10 to the power of 5. The stress will be the 240 Newton per mm square. Okay, here that is. Let's go for the second problem. A steel railway rails were laid at a temperature of 12 degrees centigrade with 3 mm gap at each end. Okay, the rails is nothing but the tracks. Suppose this is the track. So this is the one rail up to one length. This is the one rail, and here one more rail has been added to the existing rail. Okay, like this one. A new steel rails are laid at a temperature 12 degrees centigrade with 3 mm gap at each end. So initially they just maintain some gap here. Okay, initially they just maintain some gap here at a 12 degrees centigrade. We just maintain some gap here. The gap will be the 3 mm at each end. Okay, each end we just maintain a 3 mm gap. Okay, so the rails were 10 meters long. Okay, it has a length of 10 meters, and the gap will be the 3 mm. Okay, during the summer the temperature rose to 45 degrees centigrade. Determine the intensity and this is stress developed. Okay, then take alpha S equals to 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per degree centigrade. ES equals to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Newton per mm square. So in the problem, the data given in is the rising temperature equals to 45 minus 12 is nothing but so initially the rails having a temperature of 12 degrees centigrade as ambient temperature. Ambient temperature is nothing but what are the temperature outside the so within the environment we can call it as ambient temperature. The ambient temperature is 12 degrees centigrade. Whenever we getting in the summer situation, from 12 the heat is getting added, we getting warmed by from 12 degrees centigrade to 42 to 45 degrees centigrade. So that change in temperature will be the 45 minus 12, 33 degrees centigrade. The length of the rail equals to L equals to 10 meters. Okay, so 10 meters nothing but the 1000 mm. So yield provided is nothing but the 3 mm. What are the distance provided? What is the gap provided? Is 3 mm. The free expansion is due to temperature rises. Delta L equals to alpha LT 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 1000. So as usually this is the formula for the temperature distribution for the delta L, change in length. Okay, this is the formula. We just apply the value of the every parameter here. The entire solution will be, entire answer will be the 3.96 mm. Okay. Since here